Russia's struggles, the impact of the KRVD loss and the new front in Pokrovsk. April's setbacks for Russia. April has not been a good month for Russia. The country has faced significant defeats, including the loss of a crucial weapon and multiple failed assaults along a new front line in Pokrovsk. These setbacks have resulted in hundreds of casualties and dozens of destroyed vehicles, further diminishing the already low morale among Russian troops. The importance of the KRVD. One of the most devastating blows occurred on April 9th, when Russia lost a rare tactical asset known as the KRVD, or Temporary Road Deployment System. While it may not be an offensive vehicle with mounted guns or missiles, the KRVD is arguably more critical than many combat vehicles. Why is this? The KRVD can create safe, temporary roads for heavy armor, enabling the movement of troops and equipment across challenging terrains. Comprising two modules mounted on KAZ-63501 trucks, each module can deploy over 160 feet of road, totaling more than 320 feet, around 15 feet wide. Remarkably, these modules can roll out sections of road in about 5 minutes. The temporary roads support vehicles weighing up to 12 tons and tracked vehicles like the T-90 tank, which weighs around 46 tons. This capability is invaluable in areas with swampy or muddy terrain, allowing for easier movement of military assets. The loss at Korniai-Zarabets River. On April 9th, the KRVD was being utilized to support a river crossing at the Korniai-Zarabets River in the Donbass region. If successful, this operation could have allowed Russia to move substantial firepower and possibly take more territory. However, Ukraine's 66th Separate Mechanized Brigade had other plans. They successfully spotted and targeted the KRVD using FPV drone strikes, completely obliterating it. The destruction of the KRVD not only thwarted Russian plans but also blocked the crossing point, preventing Russian armored vehicles from advancing. Ukraine's 66th Brigade later reported that during the Easter truce, the Russians attempted to clear the wreckage, sending in over 10 men and a specialized vehicle to remove the debris. This victory delayed Russian progress and forced them to expend additional resources, marking the first confirmed loss of a KRVD since the invasion began, a significant achievement for Ukraine. Ukraine's recent victories. But this was not the only first for Ukraine. On April 19th, the 152nd Separate Rifle Brigade confirmed the successful destruction of a Russian locomotive, a vital component in Russia's logistics chain for transporting supplies and ammunition across occupied territories. Targeted by drone strikes, the locomotive was reduced to rubble, further crippling Russian logistical capabilities. Additionally, on April 15th, Ukrainian aerial forces managed to destroy high-value electronic warfare systems, costing Russia hundreds of millions in losses. The Borisogledsk-2 electronic warfare complex, consisting of a mobile control post and various EW stations, was targeted and neutralized by Ukrainian bombers, marking a significant blow to Russia's electronic warfare capabilities. The ongoing battle for Pokrovsk. As the battle rages on, Ukraine has also been successfully defending against Russian assaults in the Pokrovsk region. Located in the western Donetsk Oblast, Pokrovsk is strategically vital due to its strong transportation links, including roads and railways. Control over Pokrovsk could allow Russia to move troops and equipment deeper into Ukraine, potentially leading to further territorial gains. However, Ukraine has fortified its defenses in and around Pokrovsk, with Ukrainian forces repelling numerous Russian attacks. Even when Russia attempted to overwhelm Ukrainian positions with sheer numbers, they faced significant losses. A recent assault involving a 90-strong motorcycle unit resulted in the complete destruction of every vehicle and its occupants, demonstrating Ukraine's resilience in defending this critical area. Recent assaults and Ukrainian resilience. On April 17th, Russia launched one of its largest assaults in the region, deploying significant numbers of troops and vehicles. Despite their efforts, Ukrainian forces, including the 14th Brigade of the National Guard, successfully repelled the attack. Commanders reported over 200 Russian soldiers killed and significant losses of vehicles, including motorcycles and artillery systems. Junior Sergeant Stanislav Bunyatov highlighted the intensity of combat in Pokrovsk, emphasizing that despite Russian efforts, they have had little success in the area. The Ukrainian defenders showcased their professionalism, highlighting their ability to counter large-scale attacks effectively. Daily struggles and tactical adjustments. The conflict continues to evolve, with dozens of Russian assaults occurring daily in the Pokrovsk area. On April 21 alone, over 60 enemy attacks were successfully repelled. Ukraine's military reports detail these engagements, revealing how Ukrainian forces are not only defending territory but also capturing Russian soldiers during skirmishes. As Russian forces bombard the area, they aim to probe Ukrainian defenses for weaknesses. Yet, with each victory, the morale of Ukrainian troops rises while Russian morale continues to decline, as they face mounting losses and failed assaults. Russian retreats and tactical re-evaluations. Recent reports suggest that Russian forces may be reconsidering their strategy in and around Pokrovsk. Some indications point to potential retreats, as the costs of continued assaults outweigh the benefits. This could lead to a shift in focus for Russian commanders, redirecting efforts to other locations along the front line. Despite these possible changes, Ukraine remains vigilant. Commanders acknowledge that while they are currently holding key ground, the possibility of increased Russian assaults looms, given their significant numerical advantage in manpower and equipment. The bigger picture: morale and resources. With over 1.1 million active duty soldiers and a substantial reserve force, Russia's numerical superiority is evident. However, Ukraine's strategic use of its resources has proven effective in countering these advantages. The ongoing conflict has changed the dynamics of warfare, showcasing the critical importance of morale and tactical ingenuity over sheer numbers. As Ukrainian forces continue to fend off assaults, they gain confidence and experience. The contrasting situation for Russian troops, facing heavy losses and dwindling resources, has likely led to increased dissatisfaction and frustration among their ranks. Conclusion: what lies ahead? As the situation in Pokrovsk remains tense, questions linger about Russia's next moves. Will they shift tactics to target another strategic location, or could they ramp up their efforts to capture Pokrovsk? The outcomes of these decisions will play a significant role in shaping the future of the conflict. As we observe these developments, it is essential to stay informed and engaged. The situation is fluid, and the implications of these battles extend beyond the immediate conflict, affecting the broader geopolitical landscape. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and remember to seek reliable sources for updates on military developments.